I'll be honest with you, that was a big but strange win for us. Some of our best players really struggled, and give Washington credit on that. I thought they did a good job on Kohler, and we just did not respond there. I thought we were sluggish early. Uh, Cohen wasn't playing great, and Coop did a few things, Jeremy a few things early. Then he struggled, and then I put in Wojcik and Kerr and Cam and Jesse, and those guys actually got us going a little bit. I think Kerr hit 2 threes back to back, and but the big key that I've been saying all season for us, they asked me what was the number one key. Don McLean asked me yesterday and to this morning, and I said turnovers. And we had 5 turnovers. We had one the second half, and it's just a difference in the game. I don't know how many shots we ended up getting up, but it had to be in the 60s. Yeah, 65 shots, and shot 47, 31. We didn't shoot well from the line again, which is starting to tick me off, but I thought our defense was pretty good, and yet they shot 47%, so it wasn't that good. And I think one of the reasons in that second half, we gave up some breakaway buckets. We did a poor job on our transition defense, and we gave them layups. But that's a good team, and I feel for Danny. I think he's a great coach, and they we just got some things going, and it's been very difficult for him and very difficult for us when you have 2, 3, 4 players that are injured and coming back, and another guy comes out, and it's really hard to get any kind of feel, and I think that was hard on them. So with some of the key guys, of course, the kid they lost, then Yates comes back in, and he's a good player, and Jacob is a good player, and I really like the progress Diallo's made, and Steinbeck is worth the billing. He's everything that I thought he was. So I'm just happy we won the game because I didn't think we played great. I didn't think they played great, but us not turning the ball over, they had 12, we had 5. That's a big difference in the game.
Can you speak to the value of having an additive second unit there? And I mean, that for a long time, that was the separation in the game, that group that came in the way Kerr is playing and shooting early in games.
Yeah, and I don't mind saying it publicly because I say it to him, and he did do a nice job making some shots. Then I missed some wide open ones later on, but struggles to guard. I just can't find. I've been saying it all year, that 2 guard, you got to be able to guard it, and I thought Jordan Scott did a great job, but that unit got going because I thought Wojcik, got him going, made a couple great plays, and then Kerr hit those shots, and I guess when you make shots too, your defense gets a little better. But to do that without Jackson Kohler, even, I mean, he struggled all day, and that's just not like him. So, I'm not worried about him at all. He's my hardest worker and probably my best player. So that'll work itself out. But that second unit, that was our strength in numbers last year, strength in numbers this year.
When Washington got it down to 5 in the second half, and Jeremy really took over in that stretch. As far as like the maybe wake up factor and his ability to command, I mean, it feels like it's another example of that we've seen over the past few games.
Yeah, I think Jeremy is starting to really come along. I mean, you all know that we have our moments, but he's so much more coachable the last month. I mean, since he's come back, I think when I say coachable, not that he wasn't, but I think he understands that him and I are working together to get some things done, and he's really done a good job pulling up on those jump shots. He's starting to use his bank shot. It's the things we worked on. He's always been a good free throw shooter, and got a little tired today, which I think a lot of guys did. I thought their guys did too. And this travel back and forth isn't easy, and I think that hurt him a little bit in a couple of stretches.
Coach, in the second half, it seemed like that you guys were really able to find some offense in the post, especially like a lot of secondary moves under their defense. Just what did you see in that second half from?
Yeah, I thought Cam did. I mean, he made some good plays. Cooper made some good plays. Didn't score it a lot, but he made some good plays. And I still think I say Jackson. He's 3 for 11, but he had a couple of those in the second half, and he missed a couple wide open threes, and he's been shooting like 55% from the three. So to win a game and having to do it that way, I think will speak volumes as our team watches the film that other guys had to rise up, and they did.
Tom, I'm wondering about two things. One, the free throw shooting was an issue until Jeremy kind of had that little takeover run. Just how much that helps to stabilize things with him at the line. And two, you mentioned about the minutes in particular. It looks like you kind of came in with a plan to maybe distribute the minutes a little more balanced in this game. Was that just because of the nature of the trip?
Yes, exactly right. And then some of it was because all guys were playing, because guys weren't playing real good, and so we took them out. But we did play a lot of people. I mean, Jesse played 8 minutes. Cam Ward played almost 20 minutes, and did some nice things, including some big time rebounds. And we got a lot out of a lot of people, and yet. We got to get better with our key guys. Cohen, Jackson, they still got to get better, and hopefully they will.
Tom, there were a lot of people who critiqued Denham early in the season when he started to come into those stretches, but for him to have that stretch in the first half where reverse layup shoots the dish to Kerr in the corner, I mean, for him to have that, how big of a development is that for you guys in your rotation?
We have a thing, our kind of guys. Denham's my kind of guy. He's not here because of his dad. He's really not. That had nothing to do with it. I swear to God, he doesn't play because of his dad. He brings a stability to me. I know he can guard anybody. I know what he can do. He can run a team, and he's getting better. I mean, he's gotten a lot better. His shooting's gotten better. He's gotten a lot better, and he made some really good plays. But he just brings some energy, and that's why you always look for the superstars. Sometimes superstars come in different ways and different packages, and I think we all agree he was a big key to our resurgence there in that first half.
Tom, is there any? Do you have any concern about Cohen's offensive output? Like, I think that he's taken 4 fewer shots in 4 of the 5 games since you've come back in January. Just are you worried about his confidence at all, or is there anything you're concerned about there?
Yeah, I am. I am worried about it. I feel for Cohen because I know how hard he's worked on it, and I was so happy he made the 1-3 and. He shoots his free throws. He's working on it. There's a couple things we're going to work a little harder on when they play him like that, and that's going to be on me. But you know what? Cohen was great as far as his attitude, his defense. He's just not playing as well offensively, and we're going to fight through that because it'll be a cold day in hell before I give up on Cohen Carr.
Coach, it's been nearly like 70 years since your team played out here. Just your thoughts on this trip, this building, and then your fan support.
Wow, first of all, the trip was pretty good. I mean, it was, and I think we handled it pretty well, and the people here treated us well. We were in here. We had the auxiliary gym one day. We got to be in here the night we came. Danny was great about everything. I do like the building. It reminds me of ours. Jennison reincarnated. They did a lot to it. I know it's an old building. I know Marv Hirschman, who when I first came to Michigan State, Judd used to bring him in there, and his son Dave came over yesterday to the practice. So there's a lot of good things about here, mostly because of Judd and all the stories he told me about Washington. I've only been here. I was here in the NCAA tournament one year, and you guys didn't treat me very good. But I had a short stay, and it was raining. And you should thank me for bringing the sunshine, by the way, because everybody tells me that this isn't the norm here. But he's going to get it going. He's a really good coach, and I'm telling you, it's very hard to try to do the things that we have to do right now. Having some culture and having some people that have been in your system matters. And I feel for some of these guys that are, trying to do it because the rules have made it hard for them. But he's the success he's had and the kind of coach he is, if he could just stay healthy, he's had more injuries, and I feel for him on that. But as far as how they treated me, and as far as our fans, that was a surprise. Now I don't know if it was because the Seahawks are playing and there were tickets available. I don't know that.
They just ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown.
Seahawks did?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I guess we motivated them too, huh? Well, anyway, I'm saying I don't know why there were so many Michigan State people, but that was unbelievable. I've never sent my team out after we came in the locker room and they were chanting, and I just said, I'm still going to have some fun in this frickin' job because there's not a lot of fun in it anymore. And that wasn't against anybody or anything. It was thanking people that have been very loyal to me for 30, 40 years. And I think that's one thing we have at our place that a lot of people would like to have. And I think it was evident in the people and our players were so excited to get back out there with them. But it's no insult to Washington. In fact, Washington and Danny and their staff, they really treated us well. It was a great trip, to answer your question.
I was wondering about the Marv Harshman connection. Obviously, that was Judd's mentor, and I was reading about him in Jack's book. But I wonder if you talked to players or anyone, currently on the team about the history there.
I just told him, that going out here is special for me because my boss, and Marv Harshman, like I said, it was Marv would come in every year, and I was a GA then, and Judd would tell me, go talk to Marv. You'll learn more basketball in an afternoon, and I'd go in that room, and Marv would take the chalkboard, and it was covered with stuff. And then Judd had came in, and he said, did you screw up my assistant, And I loved Marv Harshman. I absolutely loved him. I thought he was a brilliant mind. At 80-some then, he still was phenomenal. So I'll always have a soft spot for the Harshman family. Dave, I said, was here yesterday, and a lot of that's because of Judd. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.